Hey there, how's it going? Welcome to Looplearnings. This is video number 10 of the series. We are making school management system, in case you are not aware of. And this is video number 10, as I mentioned earlier. And if you are new to my channel, welcome to Looplearnings. And if you are returning, welcome back. And before I proceed further, please make sure that you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon so you get notification whenever I upload any video, and join my channel as a member as well. If you like my work, if you like my videos, it would be great if you can support me by any means. And also I'm going to create membership content that is specifically going to cater to the memberships. So you're going to get a lot of benefits for sure if you will join. So hit the join button and then continue the following process. Anyhow, let's come back to Microsoft Access and let me explain what we are going to do today. In the last video, if you haven't seen, you should. I did make a form, Unbound Form, for the employees. In this video, we are going to repeat that practice and we will make form for the students. We will use VBA, we will use SQL statements and loads of other stuff. Okay, so I hope that you will like whatever you will see. So stick around, watch it till the end. I know sometimes it gets boring, I can understand, but for sure you are going to learn a thing or two if you will continue watching. And if you end up liking whatever you will see, please make sure that you hit the like button as well. Anyhow, let's go to the VB editor behind this button. So there are three buttons. This is, first one is add new, to create a new record, and the second one is update, to update the record, and the third one is to make that student as inactive. But we need to do VB coding behind each of these three buttons. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that, and I'll go to design view. I'll click on add new, I'll click on form design, property sheet, and ... All right, now next, first thing we need to do is I will open the table, and in here we will it will help us. Opening this table in design view will help us. I'll tell you how. But first thing we need to do is put some validations on, which means we will check that each and every field on this form has to be filled in. If not, then throw an exception, an error, and that's what I'm going to do first. So we'll begin with if nz me dot, let's say, student name, that's the first field, dot value, okay, forget about value, equals double quote, then to cmd dot beep message box, please provide the name of the student. You can customize your message however you wish to do so, comma VB critical, comma information, and we will also set the focus on that field. So me dot student name dot set focus. This is just to emphasize, just to improve or enhance the user experience. Anyhow, we will select all, and I'll type else, and then I'll paste in whatever I selected. Now next we're going to check if the roll number field is empty or not. If it is, then throw an error. So please provide the roll number of the student. Okay, now you can make these roll numbers as automatic roll numbers. I may make a separate video on that later on for sure. Okay, date of birth. Please provide the DOB of the students. So we copy this code block, we'll paste in here. Country of birth, okay, here also please provide the country of birth of the student. We'll copy this, we'll paste in here. Place of birth, please provide the place of birth of the student. Next we will, and so we will continue with this, right, until the end. We will have to continue with this. All right, please provide the gender, okay, and then father name. Please provide the father name of the student. By the way, I was not really in the mood of making video today. I don't know, for some reasons I just want to, it's my weekend, so I wanted to just rest. But then I thought, okay, I have already uploaded the video. It's already been, I think, 3 days, I guess, so people must be waiting, so I should make the content and I upload it. Anyhow, town, after town we have the address, of course. All right, after address, what do we have? Status, updated on. Status, please provide the status. In reality we don't have to do please provide the status. Actually, status should not be checked at all. So student ID we are still checking, we are not updating. You see, that's what I'm saying. I was not in the mood at all to make this video. But anyway, else. Okay, now next, what do? We take that status field and we give some sort of information in here. And the first information would always be active. Next one is me dot updated on dot value, and we will format the date. Okay. Okay, now comma date, month, and year. Right, since the validations are checked, what we need to do next is to use the record set and basically transfer the information from here to the table. And to do that, we will use record set. So we'll say dim rs create, dim rs create as a record set. There we go. Then we will move on and we will set the rs create equals current db dot open record set, parenthesis open, parenthesis close, double quote, and we have to provide the record set name, which is the table itself, students t. Okay, all right. Right. Okay, so rs, oh, there is some problem here. This seems to be rs create. Yep, see, you have to spot the problem as quickly as possible. Anyway, so rs create dot add new, and let's begin adding some of the, basically transferring some of the record from here to the table. And how do we do that? Well, rs create exclamation mark, so we'll start with student name equals me dot student name. Okay, now rather than I type all of it, I will just copy and paste. If you're learning, do not copy and paste. It is mandatory that you type. Do not copy and paste. I repeat again. Let's move that with the next one. Okay, DOB. All right. Okay, and next one is country of birth. Okay, next is place of birth. No, that's incorrect. Place of birth. Next is gender. Next is father name. Next is city. All right, next is town. By the way, are you learning, guys, or you're getting bored? What's the status? Tell me in the comments below. I wish I could make it more lively. I wish I know the way to make it more lively, and I would, but this is how these tutorials are, and we have to kind of sit through these tutorials and learn about what we want to learn. That's how I did, so I know, I can understand. Anyway, so update the record set. We have done that. After we have done the update, make sure that you close this record set which you have opened with this line of code. So of course we copy and paste in here, and we say close, and then throw a message box which is like a confirmation that the student record has been created successfully. All right, you can modify your message however you wish to do so. VB information, and the header or the title of message box is information. After that happens, what I would like to do is I would like to requery this list. So we'll say me.list.requery. After that, what I would like to do is make all of these controls empty. So to do that, what we will do, me.student name dot, okay, let's forget about dot. All right, so comma and double quotes. Now let me just copy and paste, and we will speed it up. Okay, mistake. All right, again mistake. All right, so we'll go here and roll number. So we make all of these fields empty when the record is successfully created. That's the whole idea. Okay, father name. These videos honestly is not easy to make, so if you are liking whatever you are watching, please make sure that you subscribe, hit the bell icon, and like the video also, and join my channel as a member if you can. That would be really good to support me and this channel. Anyway, so we're done coding with this button at least, and now I will debug it. There is an error. So oh dear, address.city, how is that possible? So city is already there, so I think I did not realize that I'm making. I'm sure you must have realized and you were thinking, oh, please correct it. So I understand. All right, I need to fix me.town, me.address. All right, okay, let's debug it, save it. Nothing is wrong. Now let's move on to the next one, which is updating the record. So we go to dot, and in here, first thing we check if there is a record selected or not. And for that, we'll say if nz me.student id equals double quote, then to cmd.beep message box, please choose a record to proceed further. That's it. Okay, comma we be critical, comma information. All right, if that's false, then go ahead and move on. Now here we'll say declare a variable, and we'll say tim rs update as record set. Okay, and then we move on and we kind of give some sort of instructions. And first instruction we need to give is set rs update equals current tb.open record set parenthesis open parenthesis close double quote, and I gave the name of the table again. So students with st comma db open dynaset. Okay, mandatory. Then we move on and we say rs update dot find first. So first Microsoft Access should find this student with this ID, whatever is in this text box, into this table, and if it is true, then only we'll go ahead and update the record. Makes sense, right? So we'll say student ID equals ampersand me dot student ID. Okay, then rather than I type it again all over, what I would like to do is I would like to copy this, because essentially this is the same code that I need to write in here. But before I do that, I must open record set is open. We need to edit the record. Okay, so rs what do you call this, update dot edit. That's what we are going to do. And now I'm going to paste whatever I have copied. So instead of this create, you change all of the rs create to rs update, because this button is using the update command. Okay, not the creation is already done. And lastly, what you do is you say rs update dot update. Okay, so the table gets updated with this record whatever we have updated. After this, close the record set also. So that's very important, do not forget. And then give a beep sound and a message box to the users, and say message box, the selected oh boy record has been updated successfully. There we go, comma we be information, because this is a success, and then header would be information as well. After this, I would like to requery the list box, remember that. Okay, after that, what I would like to do is clear out all the controls onto the form. So for that, I will go in here. There we go, and I paste in here. Simple as that. Me dot student ID equals double quote. That's also important. All right, that is update record. So let's debug if we have done any mistake. Nothing seems to be wrong, so that's good. Now what I would like to do is I would like to mark inactive. I have to give this functionality as well. So what does that mean? By name you can understand, if a student has left the institute, then that student should be marked as inactive. So how do we do that? We have to throw a message box confirmation, yes or no, and if user choose yes, then we go ahead and update, okay, and inactive the record. So in here, first thing first, I will copy this exactly same thing and I will paste in here. Right, after this we will have to declare a variable for the message box. So dim response equals dim response as integer. Okay, so it will be integer, yes or no. And first thing first, you say me.status dot, because it is going to be inactive, right? So me.status dot value equals inactive. Me dot updated on dot value equals format, and format the date. Sorry, that's wrong. Now comma, double quote, and date, month, year. All right, after this, rather than I go ahead and type it all over again, the update record, we will be calling the update record after this line of code which I'm going to write now. So now we are going to throw a message box, a sort of confirmation message box to the user. So response equals what? Response equals message box, and the message box would be, are you sure to mark this student inactive, right? And comma, VB yes no plus VB questions. All right, and choose, this is the header title by the way, choose an answer. That would be all right. So if response equals VBS, then go ahead and mark them inactive. 2cm sorry. Okay, then what? Then update the record. Okay, if it is yes, why I've lost where I was? It's crazy. Call btn update, sorry guys, underscore click. As I said, I was not really in the mood to make this video today, at least, but so I've started making, so that's why these goof ups are happening. So sorry for that. Do nothing and if. All right, now I think we are done. Let's debug it. Okay, let's close it. And now last thing remaining is two things last. So second last is, first let's bring some information from this table onto this list box. Second, when we double click on this list box, we populate the information in here. Again, this is not easy, it will take a little time, so be with me. Okay, student ID comma student name comma roll number comma DOB comma country of birth comma place of birth comma gender comma father name comma city. You see, you have to do all of this. Software making is not an easy process. Status, and by the way, we are not making very hi-fi software here, we're just making a small application. All right, remarks from where? From students T. Okay, how many columns? 14. I have counted them, so that's why. All right, so in here we have to define the width. Let's say 5 centimeter for the name. Let's say 2 centimeter for the roll number. Date of birth not needed to see. Country of birth not needed. Okay, let's take date of birth because we have plenty of space onto our list box. So country of birth not needed to see, place of birth not needed to see, gender yes, let's make 2 centimeter, father name yes, let's make 4 centimeter, city not needed to see, town not needed to see. How do you know? You guessing me? I'm reading from here, okay? So in case if you're wondering, so address not needed to see, status not needed to see, updated or not needed to see, and I guess remarks also. So let's count: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14. So that is correct. Now last thing remaining is on double click event. On double click event, here we go. So in here we have to do cmd.beep, and then we say me dot student id equals me dot list dot column 0. Okay, so let me copy this. Space paste. Why there is a space? Okay, all right, so I'm going to paste like 14 times so we get everything. And 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14. Spot on. Okay, this we don't need, so we'll get rid of it. All right. Okay, next up we need to change all of this. Okay, roll number, DOB, country of birth. Are you still with me or have I lost you? This video seems to be very slow. Honestly, I'm making it and I'm feeling it, but if I'm the viewer, if I'm the learner, even though if it is slow, I'm going to still watch it, because my aim is not to be entertained but to learn, right? So I'm sorry if you watching it and you feel like it's very slow video. It is not. I can also make a lot of videos that I see they don't show all of this, right? They don't show in detail. As far as I know, that's what I see. That's what I see on the YouTube. They will show you half of it they will not. That's why their videos are short. I would like to show the entire detail. Anyway, let's go ahead and let's test it out. Finally it is completed, the VB coding. Student name, let's say my name. Roll number, let's say this. DOB, okay, let's choose a random date, so we'll say 2000. Country of birth, my country. Place of birth, my city. Gender, male. Father name, my father. My city, my town, and my address. There seems to be a problem. Right away I could notice, and that is this list box. So we'll see what is the issue and we'll fix it out. Let's create the record and let's see what is the issue with this. Alright, so I'll go to the onload event and okay, select. Oh dear, how come I forgot this? Alright, rest of it is okay, it seems. Let's check it out. I think there was a problem with the width also, and we will correct it later on. First it should show the information which it does. So I double click here and here we go. Let's update the record. So let's make this person as a female, so we update and here we go. Now let's mark this person as inactive. So if I click on no, nothing should happen, and nothing happened. Oh, it is marked as inactive. How's that? I clicked on no. Okay, that is, oh sorry. So see, it's the copy and paste. So this is okay, this is fine. Now I know what has happened here. Actually, this should not be here. This should be here. So if you have followed this video and made it, please make sure that you correct. So I want to test it, this inactivity. Also we'll go, it's active here right now. Okay, so let's see, it's active. Let's click no, nothing happens. Now double click and let's click again and mark it inactive, yes, and here we go. Now this should be inactive, and it is. That's it, there you go. That's how you make an Unbound form, and you make 3 buttons, and behind those 3 buttons you put some logics, VB coding, Recordsets, SQL statement. That's what you have seen in this video. If you liked what have you seen, please make sure that you subscribe, hit the bell icon, and join this channel to support me and support the channel as well. And like this video also if you liked whatever you've seen. Thank you very much. That's it for today. We'll see you in the next one.